we also have Anne Louise Hübert with us, who is studying medicine at the present moment. She's a remarkable young woman. At the age of 19, she was traveling in Kenya, and she found that they needed several things in the villages that she visited, amongst other water wells. She decided to do something about it and started Aid in Action at the age of 19. She has now also started Morembo, and she's doing all of this in addition to studying medicine, has really made an impact on the villages that she visited. Anne Louise, maybe you could say a few words also about your story.
Yes, as you said, thank you. I started when I was only 19 years old, and I went down there on backpacking all by myself in Africa. I came to Ngumbulu, a village in Kenya, and I realized that children didn't have food to eat. So I was talking to the principal, and he kind of gave the task to me to do something about it. So what did I do? I called my mom. Of course, what can you do when you're 19 years old? You don't have $1 million cash in your pocket. And my mom, she had told me that, Anna, when you travel around the globe, you should not start helping poor people all over, because, you know, they will just beg for more and more, and you will never get rid of those guys. But when I called, she said, okay, I'll send you 2,000 Norwegian kroners. And that was enough to feed 360 kids for 2 weeks. So that's how I started, and these projects were growing and growing. So one of the next projects was to make the first borehole, or that's a drilling well, that one was a bit more expensive than just to feed a child every day, which was 50 øre, half a Norwegian kroner. And the borehole cost 160,000 Norwegian kroners, that's about $26,000 US. And I didn't know what to do. So first of all, I tried to apply all these foundations we have in Norway in Legatonboka to get some endowments, but they all refused my application. Then I called and emailed all the big NGOs we have in Norway and also internationally, and I was telling them about Ngumbulu and that I wanted to help them with a borehole, because these people spend 6 hours every day to get clean water to drink. However, they also refused. They told me, we have enough to do with what we are already doing, so we can't help you. Then I tried to Google and to see who are the richest people in Norway. So all of these Thun and Hagen and, you know, all of them, they got an email from me where I was explaining about Ngumbulu and that they needed water. However, the only one who replied was the secretary of Selina Middelfart, and she told me they're already supporting UNICEF. So we wish you good luck. So finally, 10 days before I went to Ngumbulu to make this borehole, and I didn't have any cash, I prayed to God and I told him, now you have to hurry up, because I really want to give these children of yours some water to drink. And then some young people were just calling me 2 hours later than that, and they told me we are going to fundraise here. They were in Levanger, middle of Norway, and they fundraised 40,000 kroners. And the next day I got another email and from one of these foundations, and they suddenly gave me some cash, and I used Facebook to get the rest of what we needed. So then we made the borehole. Of course, I didn't have any clue of making boreholes. Do you have any clue of that? No? Have you made one? You do. And they're much deeper. That's very good. But, you know, I'm really sad that we didn't have some of your engineers coming into my classroom teaching us to do that, because when I was done with high school, I didn't know how to make boreholes, but now I do. I have made 2 boreholes so far. And they're 160 meters deep and give a lot of water to 20,000 people now. And later on, I started other projects, and it was kind of challenging because I didn't have so much cash, and that's typically for young people. So once I started a project with the planting of trees, and I really wanted these guys in Ngumbulu to start planting papaya trees because it could give them so much cash. But I didn't have a lot of cash. So I got an idea about starting a planting competition. And I told 100 ladies, who of you can plant most trees in half a year? And the best one of you will get a bull, number 2 will get a cow, and number 3 will get a bicycle. And each and every one of you who joins this competition will get a chicken. And in half a year, they actually planted 10,000 trees. And I paid 8,000 kroners for a bull and a cow and a bicycle. And I employed 3 people for half a year. And I paid for 10,000 plastic bags for these plants and a lot of other things for 8,000 Norwegian kroners. So that's like how I started, and it has been developing since then with many different projects, and we're trying to think business-minded all the time when we start new projects. We think, how can this project be financed by income generated down in Kenya? So actually, Aid in Action has also become kind of a movement, since we have been talking about movements here. Right now, we are making it like a franchise where other young people can join in and start their own project. So 2 weeks ago, one of my friends, he started a project in the Solomon Islands. He fundraised for 60,000 Norwegian kroners in just 10 days in Norway by using Facebook only. Some people in Harvard have started a project with some people in Uganda. Some people married 1 year ago, and they started their own home for orphan kids in Kenya through Aid in Action, and that's how we are changing the world. Yeah.
Wonderful.